Hello, future biologists. Welcome to an exciting journey into the microscopic world of cells. Today, we are diving deep into a crucial component of plant cells, the cell wall. We'll explore how cellulose provides rigidity and why it's freely permeable. This topic is fundamental to understanding plant structure and function, and we'll cover it across 4 levels of detail, from easy to hardest, ensuring you grasp every aspect. Let's begin our exploration. Ready to unravel the secrets of the plant cell wall? Let's start with the basics at a easy level, understanding what it is and why it's so important. The cell wall is like the sturdy outer shell of a plant cell. Think of it as a protective layer, much like how your skin protects your body, but much more rigid. It's found in plants, fungi, and bacteria, but remember, animal cells don't have one. In plants, this wall is mostly made of a special carbohydrate called cellulose. Cellulose forms strong fibers, giving the wall its tough, robust nature. This strength is what allows plants to maintain their shape and withstand various environmental stresses. Now, let's look at the amazing functions of this cell wall. First, it provides incredible rigidity. Thanks to cellulose, plant cells are stiff, allowing plants to stand tall and firm against gravity. Imagine a tree trunk, its strength comes from these rigid cell walls. Second, it offers vital protection against physical damage and even tiny invaders like pathogens. Lastly, and very importantly, the plant cell wall is freely permeable. This means it has tiny pores, allowing water and dissolved substances to pass through easily, without any resistance. It's not selective, the cell membrane handles that job. Time to test your understanding. Here are 3 practice questions to solidify what we've just learned. Take a moment to think about your answers. Which major component provides rigidity to the plant cell wall? Is the plant cell wall selectively permeable or freely permeable? And finally, why is the cell wall essential for a plant to stand upright? Good luck! Great job with the basics. Now, let's step up our game and explore the cell wall with a bit more depth at the medium level. We'll uncover more about its composition and specific roles. The plant cell wall is a fascinating, multi-layered structure that's not just a simple barrier. It's a defining characteristic of plant cells located outside the plasma membrane. Its composition is quite intricate, primarily featuring cellulose, which forms strong microfibrils. Think of them as the steel rods in concrete. But it also includes hemicellulose, which links these microfibrils, and pectins, which act like a gel, providing flexibility and resistance. In woody plants, you'll also find lignin, adding even more rigidity and waterproofing. This complex mix ensures the wall's robustness and versatility. One of the cell wall's most critical roles is providing rigidity and maintaining turgor pressure. The sturdy network of cellulose and other polysaccharides allows plants to resist gravity and stand upright. More importantly, it acts as a pressure vessel. When a plant cell takes in water through osmosis, the cell membrane pushes outwards. The rigid cell wall counteracts this pressure, preventing the cell from bursting and keeping it turgid. This turgidity is vital for plant support, growth, and overall health. Without it, plants wilt. Understanding the permeability of the cell wall is key. It is freely permeable, meaning it has abundant pores that allow water, dissolved nutrients, and small molecules to pass through effortlessly. It acts like a sieve, allowing free passage. This is a crucial distinction from the plasma membrane, which is selectively permeable and actively controls what enters and exits the cell's living protoplast. The cell wall simply allows access to the membrane, while the membrane makes the critical decisions about cellular intake. Alright, let's see how well you've absorbed these deeper insights. Here are 5 practice questions for our medium level. Describe how the cell wall prevents a plant cell from bursting. Name 2 components of the plant cell wall other than cellulose. Explain the difference in permeability between the cell wall and the plasma membrane. Why is the cell wall important for a plant's upright growth? And finally, which type of cell lacks a cell wall, plant, animal, or fungal? Take your time to formulate comprehensive answers. Excellent work! Now, prepare to delve into the intricate details and theoretical connections of the cell wall at a hard level. We are going to analyze its structure and function more deeply. The plant cell wall is far more than a simple barrier. It's a dynamic, complex extracellular matrix, crucial for plant survival and evolution. Its existence enabled plants to conquer land by providing structural support against gravity, protection from desiccation, and defense against pathogens. Structurally, it comprises a primary wall, laid down during cell growth, and often a thicker secondary wall deposited later. This layered approach allows for both flexibility during growth and immense strength in maturity, reflecting a sophisticated biological engineering feat perfected over millions of years of evolution. Let's dissect the molecular architecture. Cellulose microfibrils, synthesized by complexes in the plasma membrane, form the core structural framework. These are cross-linked by hemicelluloses, which enhance tensile strength. Pectins, forming a hydrated gel, fill the spaces, contributing to flexibility and cell adhesion. Glycoproteins and enzymes also play roles in assembly and dynamic modification. And in woody tissues, lignin, a complex phenolic polymer, is integrated, providing unparalleled rigidity and waterproofing, which is essential for efficient water transport and overall plant stature. The cell wall's rigidity is fundamental to maintaining turgor pressure. This interwoven network provides the necessary counterpressure to the osmotic influx of water, preventing cell lysis and maintaining the plant's structural integrity. This balance is crucial for keeping plants turgid, which in turn supports upright growth and various physiological processes. Furthermore, while freely permeable to small molecules, the wall also facilitates intercellular communication through plasmodesmata, tiny cytoplasmic channels that connect adjacent cells, allowing direct transport of molecules and coordinating cellular activities across tissues. It's time for some challenging questions to solidify your understanding at the hard level. Consider these 7 questions. Describe the roles of cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin in providing structural integrity to the plant cell wall. How does the cell wall contribute to the turgor pressure mechanism in plant cells? Explain why the cell wall is considered freely permeable, contrasting it with the plasma membrane. What are plasmodesmata and what is their significance? Compare the primary and secondary cell walls in terms of composition and function. Name the main component of fungal cell walls and bacterial cell walls. And finally, discuss the evolutionary advantages of having a rigid cell wall for plants. You've mastered the hard level. Now, brace yourselves for the ultimate challenge, the hardest level. Here, we'll delve into competitive depth, engineering insights, and the cutting-edge aspects of the cell wall. Our understanding of the cell wall has evolved dramatically since Robert Hooke's initial observations. From simple structural recognition, we now appreciate its dynamic nature and complex biosynthesis. Cellulose microfibrils aren't just randomly placed, they're precisely synthesized by cellulose synthase complexes, guided by cortical microtubules in the plasma membrane. This intricate cellular machinery dictates the orientation of these strong fibers, which in turn controls the direction of cell expansion and ultimately the plant's overall form. This level of coordinated molecular action is a testament to millions of years of evolutionary refinement. From an engineering perspective, the plant cell wall is a marvel of natural composite material design. Imagine reinforced concrete. Cellulose microfibrils are the high-tensile steel rods, while the hemicellulose pectin matrix is the concrete, providing compressive strength and elasticity. This allows the wall to be both incredibly strong and surprisingly flexible. It exhibits anisotropy, meaning its strength varies with direction, a critical feature for directional growth. This biomechanical design allows plant cells to withstand immense turgor pressures, up to 10 atmospheres, without bursting, a feat that would instantly rupture an animal cell, highlighting a key bioengineering principle in nature. Beyond structural support, the cell wall actively regulates permeability and facilitates intercellular communication. While generally porous, its effective pore size can be subtly modified, influencing solute diffusion through the apoplast, the continuous network of cell walls and intercellular spaces. Crucially, plasmodesmata, the cytoplasmic bridges between cells, are not just open channels. Their permeability is tightly regulated by callose deposition and specific proteins, controlling the passage of even large macromolecules. This sophisticated control is vital for coordinating developmental processes, defense signaling, and nutrient distribution across the entire plant organism, showcasing a complex biological communication system. The cell wall's significance extends far beyond individual cells. Ecologically, it forms the backbone of plant biomass, central to carbon cycling and ecosystem structure. Biotechnologically, its primary components, cellulose and hemicellulose, represent the largest renewable carbon source on Earth. The challenge of breaking down this tough lignocellulosic biomass into biofuels is a major focus of bioengineering research. Moreover, the wall acts as the plant's first line of defense against pathogens, recognizing invaders and triggering immune responses. Its elegant composite structure also inspires material scientists to develop new, sustainable biomimetic materials, demonstrating its profound impact across diverse scientific fields. Now for the ultimate test of your knowledge. Here are the first 5 challenging questions at the hardest level. Elaborate on the process of cellulose microfibril synthesis and extrusion, mentioning the key cellular machinery involved. Discuss how the dynamic remodeling of the cell wall occurs and its significance during plant growth and development. From an engineering perspective, explain how the plant cell wall functions as a natural composite material. Provide analogies. How do plasmodesmata regulate intercellular transport, and what is the biological significance of this regulation? Describe the concept of the apoplast and its role in plant physiology. Let's continue with the remaining 5 questions to truly push your understanding. Explain the challenges and potential solutions in utilizing lignocellulosic biomass for biofuel production. Compare and contrast the molecular composition and synthesis pathways of plant and fungal cell walls. How does the plant cell wall act as a defense mechanism against pathogens? Discuss the anisotropic properties of the cell wall and how they contribute to directional plant growth. And finally, what is the role of cortical microtubules in guiding cellulose deposition? Take your time, think critically, and articulate comprehensive answers. You've just completed an in-depth exploration of the plant cell wall, from its basic structure to its complex molecular biology and engineering principles. We hope this multi-level journey has provided you with a comprehensive understanding. For more such engaging and detailed educational content, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates and to continue your learning adventure with us. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning. Thank you for joining us today.